9's Greg Merriweather and Elizabeth Val here to start you off this week. And all 4 officers tied to that potential corruption within the Baton Rouge Police Department are now facing charges.
Our lead investigator, Scotty Hunter, walks us through the charges.
Doug Schutz has now turned himself in, a 4th officer tied to a potential beating and cover-up in 2020. Schutz, along with Deputy Chief Troy Lawrence Sr., Jesse Barcelona, and Todd Thomas, all face charges.
When misconduct occurs, we will acknowledge it, we will confront it, and we will rectify it. This process starts with holding those responsible accountable, regardless of their rank or tenure, and is exactly what we're doing.
According to these arrest warrants, it all went down in a bathroom inside BRPD's 1st District precinct. The officers had a man cornered trying to strip search him. At some point during the attack, Chief Murphy Paul says 2 officers used their stun gun on the man to get him to comply. When the stun gun was used, it automatically turned on the body cameras, which reportedly showed Officer Todd Thomas hitting the man.
The officers didn't realize that the body camera was on until after the incident. An officer was then directed by a supervisor to show them what was recorded on the body camera.
According to these warrants, that supervisor was Troy Lawrence Sr. The chief says when Thomas and the other officers realized their actions were caught on camera, they came up with a scheme to keep it buried.
According to our investigation, we learned that a supervisor believed that the contents on that video were violations of our policy and excessive use of force, and then directed an officer to get rid of the body camera so that the evidence could not be downloaded in the docking station. A plan was then made to cover up the incident and get rid of the body camera.
While the chief would not go into specifics on how the officers tried to destroy that evidence, a source tells the WAFBI team one of the officers drove the body camera to the top of the Mississippi River Bridge and then threw it over the side into the water. With 4 of these officers now facing charges, the chief says he hopes it sends a strong message.
Let's be crystal clear. There is no room for misconduct or unethical behavior in our department. No one is above the law.
While it's not directly tied to the Brave Cave, a secretive warehouse near 1st District where some officers with BRPD's Street Crimes Unit allegedly beat and illegally strip searched some people in their custody, the chief says the victim in this case and his attorney came forward not long after our reporting on the Brave Cave that sparked the FBI to get involved.
So I think in some of these cases, because people hear that there's an active investigation, we are seeing others are coming forward. And I don't know if they would have come forward if your story had not broken first. So I think that has given some in the community some courage to come forward.
I'm about to back the living in. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Stop touching me. Stop.
You may remember we first reported on Jeremy Lee last month after he says he was brutally beaten by officers inside the Brave Cave back in January after he was arrested.
My Adderall and my Xanax.
All right, understand.
Can't mix them, baby.
Our reporting continued when this 52-year-old grandmother came forward saying she too was taken to the Brave Cave, strip searched, and even faced a body cavity search by a female officer. That's after she was pulled over and questioned about some prescription medication.
That's my bottle though, see?
But the thing is this, you saying it's Adderall, but you got Adderall and Xanax. We don't know if it's something you bought off the streets.
Oh no,
or
but
what.
I got your proof though.
You can't.
Since then, the chief confirms they are now investigating 9 different complaints as they work to uncover any potential wrongdoing within the agency.
True reform requires a close look at our practices, our policies, as well as our culture. And it demands that we learn from our missteps and commit to transparency and embrace change.
Now, to be clear, these arrests are not tied to the Brave Cave, but that criminal investigation is ongoing, so we could see more officers arrested before this is all said and done, guys.
All right, Scotty, thank you.
Appreciate it. By the way, Scotty Hunter and the WAFBI team, they've uncovered many layers to that Brave Cave investigation and also the Street Crimes Unit. All the reports are posted to the iTeam section of the 9 News app. You can go there, click on iTeam, and then right below that, it's a little thing called Brave Cave. Click on that, and you can see some things that maybe you have missed throughout the weeks.